What of Charlie Hull? This for birdie at the fourth, first par 3 on the golf course.
Approach at the second, the par 4, up the slope, front pin, just 10 paces on, and getting the distance just right, peppering the pin. So
doing what we've become accustomed to seeing, well, her whole career, but in particular last year when she took all the toe show. It was birdie at 1, birdie at 2, par at 3. And then in it went as 4 at 4 as
a campaign on Thursday. Then Titical rolled this birdie putt on the opening hole in through the side door, and that moved.
Nelly Korda fans will be delighted to see her moving through the field today. That she is. This just a couple of moments ago. That went in.
Flyer, 3 birdies in the first 4 holes. Here she is at the 7th. So trailing by 1 shot, but already 4 under the card today. Korda, this for birdie and to move into a share of the lead, and it goes in. That's a nice putt from Korda. 4 under par today.
There's a lot on the line for Jenny Shin here this week. She's not in the field next week in Singapore yet. She could change that though. That was an opening birdie. And she joined the fray at 7 under par. There's loads of them there.
And Georgia Hall. This at the 2nd hole, the English player. Only 2 English players in the top 50 in the Rolex ranking tour, but this now for the outright lead for Shin on 2.
Yeah, 2 great shots to get there as well. Made the easiest of work of it.
Hold out from the fairway.
I think Jennifer Kupcho liked all of the clubs in the bag. Major champion, 3 wins last season. And that's pretty tidy as well. So had to come for birdie.
Of the season. So there's a long time between drinks to be match ready, but that's a good up and down from Kupcho, and that's a lovely birdie. And so it's a good drive from Nasser.
Pin, like we said, on 2 and 3, both on the front, both with false fronts as well to navigate. Nicely done. To 5. To Frida Kinholt. That's for a birdie for her. That was always going in. It was like a masterclass. But my word, haven't they made an impact? Just tucked that ever so slightly, but that's going to be fine there.
6 wins already for this player. Maya Stark, a winner a couple of weeks ago in Morocco.
Just down the right. Pin again on the front, so from the rough. Yeah. When you're thinking to
Anna Madsen.
Lost to an eagle in that playoff as well, didn't she? If I remember correctly. Let's go to 4. Boon Chad. It's a great illustration of the lip and what is a brilliant golf shot. Chance to stretch the lead to 9 under par here for Jenny Shin, which she does. She's looking very solid. She's out in front on her own. To 10 with Lydia Ko, just in that little step cut of rough. All the way down the hill with the 2nd here to the par 5, and it goes back up to the front of the green.
Got to be the right line. You have to be accurate. It's not the length that's going to be a problem. Lydia, so didn't make the greenside bunker on 10. A lot of work because it's going to roll away. This pin is all the way back. So taking, wow, lobbing it up in the air to try and get it to settle down quickly. And it does.
It's just such a gutsy. So to 10, birdie putt. Great shot to here as well. Some short game magic from Lydia Ko and Nelly Korda. Treating the fans with there at the par 5. That's a birdie. She's to 9 under par. Much better angle. She's hitting up the heart of the green from over there.
That's a good line. This pin is at the back, so that's going to get better, but it's going to have to settle down. And that will be fine. Oh no, that's shaved, isn't it? That's going to run on through. So a shot coming in with too much heat for Korda. It's going to be a chip and putt for.
Obviously adds loft as well. Hit the little low spinny one through there. So good. a joke, Nelly Korda.
Great touch from the world #2. First eagle of the day for her. She looks thrilled.
She's 6 under par for her round.
Fanning that club face open, sliding underneath it and landing it on the front edge of the green, letting it roll out.
Just like that. With that, Jenny Shin from out of position. We go back to 4 with Pornanong Patnam. Playing the golf course the other way around, chasing the leaders. She was the first off the 10th earlier today. We'll have another look at birdie. That would be for her 7th so far.
Big putt now for Pornanong at the 4th. The
Nordquist now. So tidy from tee to green, nowhere near as long as you'd expect.
And a clever shot, using that downslope.
So we go to Leona Maguire. Just down short of that green at 7. So. All right, drive all important here at the 7th. Find the fairway, the left half if possible. Around Jenny Shin's found a couple of bunkers already herself, but her second now on the way. I think this is leaking right at 7, the par 5. Leaking perfectly, perfectly right. It is just such a big bend. You can't see it from the middle of the fairway where that pin is today.
First player to win on the LPGA from Ireland last year. It's at the 8th.
She's huge in Ireland. You would not believe how many people come out to watch them play golf. And she as well, so we go to 11. Tough hole this.
It's the hardest hole last year. Front pin. Oh, but not if you're Lydia Ko, dancing all over it with the down. Looking to go with the putter from off the green and hoping that's going to release, keep on coming down towards the hole.
Good effort. Head to 7, so she's got a good chance coming up.
And never a doubt for Lydia Ko. We'll come back to that one with Trish and the 3rd shot of Hateoka, because this now, big opportunity for Shin. Eagle at the 7th, and it's trying to move back, but how does that finish behind the hole for Shin?
I like how she started as a player and turned into a spectator, walking around. Shame it didn't drop, but such a great shot in. It's a tap-in birdie.
Quest at 7, and to move to 9 under, 1 back of the lead. Yeah, no problems for Anna. 35 years old now, Anna Norson. The 11th hole, 2nd shot for the Dane.
Hot off 2 birdies in the last 3 holes. Make that 3 in the last 4.
All great today.
See if she can dial it in here. She can, gets a nice nudge forward.
And she needs
herself that you're doing all the right things.
Lee at 16. Oh, this is a great shot. Oh, 2nd bounce, nearly in for the American. All over it.
How do you drive back to Las Vegas from top?
Eventually losing to an eagle.
You had a top 15 as well the year before, so that's why you see those good numbers. Back to 16, the birdie putt for Alison Lee. Can she find one here? A little bit of an elusive.
Certainly current and relevant. Already a winner in 2023. And will be very much part of the conversation as we move through the season. Yeah, a brilliant new addition to women's golf. 23 years old, outstanding amateur. Really Yes, looking poised to strike at the weekend as well as Maya Stark. Here she is at 14. Brilliant.
It'll go in.
Last birdie for Stark came at the 7th hole. Great second shot in on 14 and gets one. Well, that's a very good 3 from Stark.
Looked like she knocked that in.
Well, 10 under has set the mark, and there are several players who would love to be on that number, including Emily Pedersen. 9 under right now on the par 4. Oh, wow, it nearly did go in. Second shot. So that's going to be a tap-in birdie for the Dane. Jenny Shin is on 9 under par. No birdies on the back 9. It's been a string of pars for the Korean. Oh, but that is going to change all that. Big opportunity now for Jenny Shin, this tiddler, to join the lead on 10 under par. No problem for Shin. Not a direct route to where the hole is located at the back.
To 15. It's always fun. Yeah, on risk-reward challenge hole. Short par 4. That's where we find Nelly Korda and Lydia Ko.
Today playing 2.62. So Nelly, certainly the distance and the direction as well. Eagle putt awaits. Oh, that was terrific. Great touch.
Eagle putt ahead for Nelly Korda. At 15, she's already had one. It came at the par 5 today. Here we go, always with the affirmations. Jason McDeed.
It's interesting when you listen to what the caddies say. Most of the time, it is pumping up their tyres. The players know what they've got to do, of course. They haven't got to this far in the game. But the caddies commit to it. You've got the conditions. It's not like playing back in Europe where you can bump and run it.
Straight back to 14, Jenny Shin. Pins out on that left peninsula. There's a lot of dead ground. There's almost, I'd say, 15 paces before that front edge, which she's just covered nicely. If you're not going to be on the green. Almost the fringe just passed.
Clean contact from Ko with a hybrid. Or leaving it right. That's all right. Hit a very poor chip. This now, though, is for an eagle. But it's going to be a tough one. Trying to kill it in the bank and the grass, and that's what she's had to do. But as long as it settles down, and it does.
Should be crystal ball out there. This for an eagle.
This for birdie now. A good way to finish for Lydia Ko. Gets one back after dropping a shot uncharacteristically of 2 shots on. Shaping up very nicely.
16 Frida Kinholt. She's an incredibly disciplined player. Really spends a lot of time logging her practice, things like that. She'll write that one down happily. Great shot into the par 3.
Like the Mats Fitzpatrick of women's golf.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, hearing from Maya Stark, she has a clever. There is enough of it out there. It's actually quite a nice walk for the spectators around Siam Country Club. And
that's good to play her shot.
Yeah.
It's coming up shortly.
Yeah, once they finish getting all the leaves off the line, did you say they need the blower out on 18 as we go back to 16 with our leader, Fontavilla.
Who is on a tear? Birdies at 12, 13, 14, 15. This would be for 5 in a row. You wouldn't put it past her the way she's been playing. 10 under. Pedersen still out there, and so is Jenny Shin. Leaving the glove on. Rolling that ball confidently. Across the fairway at 17. So in the light fluffy rough, but just a wedge in hand for Vong Tavila.
Just a wedge. You can barely see the pin from back where she is either.
Yeah. Rolex ranking points and race to CME Globe. There's an awful lot riding on this putt because this is not easy now for Vong Tavila.
That is exceptional from down there. It's that birdie putt to come. This for par for Vong Tavila. Nice.
How about that too, Pat? Nearly drove it in the ravine off the tee. So it was, operating out of a fluffy line with the second.
I reckon I could have got there. I like my odds.
We like Maya Stark's odds as well. Leaving nothing behind, the Swede, but not happy. Maya Stark is setting up.
And she's doing that so she'll come in shallowly.
Cutting across it, trying to get the spin, which she does. Classy shot from Stark. And if you're looking at the mini leaderboard, you would have guessed that that went in for the Swedes. So a whole gaggle of players on 10 under par. Breathing
shot all week so far. We go back to the tee. Fairway medal for Maya Stark.
That's a good position off the tee. Not able to use a driver with the... And this would be for another birdie. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be fast at the beginning, down the slope, and then it will straighten up. Straighten up into the hole. What a three from Maya Stark.
Classic drive. Perfect position, middle of the fairway.
What she got at the final hole. Oh, she's got a tricky one coming next. It's on the downslope too, and it's going to be a long carry front of the green. She's had a couple of those today, hasn't she?
Back.
Yeah, she had that from the putt on seven as well, just in the wrong spot.
Yeah, she's been really unlucky leaving herself, but at least this is into the wind. She can be a little bit more aggressive.
Well, she landed exactly where she looked then. That's great. Well done, Jennifer Cupcho. Left to right on this for Cupcho.
And for Cupcho.
Has her weight reasonably back on her heels.
Sounds great as well. Look at the carry. Iron in hand. Needs to keep it right of the pin. Ideally bring it round back towards the flag. Oh, that's great. Just like that.
Yeah, you asked where the perfect lead was. It's there to that pin. Anything left of it and you bring long and short into play, it's almost on a little ridge.
Advantage that she has 11 under par. This to get to 13 under for the championship. Well, it won't be 13 under, but it will be 12. And what a round of golf from Natakrita Vong Tavila. What a homeward half. Plenty of birdies back in